Welcome everybody to 3 Things at 3. I'm so excited today. We are wrapping up our final day of Homemade for the Holidays, and I am here today with Sandra, what's your name? Sandra. All of a sudden I'm like, I'm reading the comments. So welcome to 3 Things at 3, where thing number 1, something to make you smile. Thing number 2, something to learn. And thing number 3, something to discover. Let's go. Hello, we are back. I am so excited for this week, and I have Sandra on set 1 with me, but that is not all. I have lots of the girlfriends with us today. So Sandra, we have got Kyle ready with your project. So everybody give Kyle a big wave. Yay! Wave, Kyle. And we're going to bring Lisa on because she's going to talk about something that is so fantastic, IQ designer, something I don't know a ton about, but I'm really excited to learn. But we are kicking off our final day. Can you believe it's Thursday already, Sandra?
Oh, it just goes by way so fast right now, isn't it?
You have been so busy. Now you might notice, and you might have to listen, because Sandra's coming off the tail end of a horrible cold she picked up when she was visiting her daughter in Canada.
Yep.
But she has been a trooper all week. She's taught our gingerbread Christmas downstairs
twice.
Two days in a row.
Yep.
And then she is on 3 at 3 with me. And we are talking about something that, as you guys know, I've been so excited this week, homemade for the holidays. So we challenged our crew to bring something homemade that they just absolutely treasure. And Sandra, do you want to share with us what you brought? Because where are the tissues? I think Nicole's standing by because she couldn't even tell me, and I'm like, I'm going to cry.
And I just said, no, I'll do all the crying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to us about what you have.
Thank you, Allison. I really appreciate you asking me to be here with you today because this really is something special for me. Both of the things that I brought here today, okay, take a deep breath.
Yes.
Are for my mom. Oh. And my mom has been gone since '07. And if you were with us last week when we talked about our sewing mentor,
yes.
Okay, it was my mother. And so these are things that my mother had given to me just a year or so prior to her passing. So they are really special. And yes, they are made with older fabric, which, okay, '07, that's a few years ago. So they are very special to me though, and they're special to my family. And so we put them out every year at Christmas. That just kind of brings Christmas for my mom with us also. And she loved Christmas. Oh. My mother was a big Christmas person. She loved it. She had trees decorated. She made a whole bunch of homemade Christmas gifts and ornaments and stuff. And so she loved Christmas. So that's why it's always been so special to me also.
So show us what you brought.
Okay, so first of all, the first thing that you saw, I believe, was the quilt that's hanging on the wall behind us here. And Kyle goes, well, was that a panel? The snowmen on there they were a panel. And then they also, she made me the big stuffed snowman. Oh. So I have those that go along with that quilt also.
Oh my gosh.
So then all of the rest of them are blocks that she did put together. And my mom was real great at being able to put fabrics together. I wished I could have gleaned that from her a little bit more.
That is a talent, don't you think?
It totally is a talent.
I love to buy a kit because I don't feel like I have that talent as much as I should.
Isn't that the truth?
It is a huge talent.
It really is.
To just randomly pick fabric.
My mom was really great at being able to go to the store and she'd say, this fabric would be beautiful in this, or this fabric would be great in this. And so she really had a great talent for that. So these are just some special things. So she gave me the quilt, and then she also gave me the table runner here that you can see on the table here.
So
that kind of matches a lot of the blocks that are in that. So yeah, they are very special to me. And so when you asked me to bring something Christmas homemade that I got that was special to me, that was the first thing that came to my mind. So thank you for doing that.
Of course. I just love sharing all that.
Yeah.
And I said to you before, I said, gosh, 07, that's a long time without your mom.
It is.
And some of you have recently lost your mom, but some of you also, it's been a long time, and I don't care who you are.
Doesn't matter if it happened yesterday or if it happened almost 20 years ago. Doesn't matter.
Here I go.
Yeah.
Here I go. Yeah, I talk to my mom every single day.
Yeah.
And as I've shared with
and I do too.
Yeah, I know. But as I've shared with you, my mom is terminal with cancer. And I just remember saying to her at a weak moment, you try to be really strong, but at a weak moment, I'm like, Mom, what am I going to do? Who am I going to, I call her to complain. I call her to share things. I call all the things. And she says, you're still going to talk to me. And I think that we all do that. Yeah,
we do.
Such great, beautiful things to have. And you have your mom every Christmas.
Yes, exactly.
You have your mom every day, but you especially
at Christmas time. It definitely is a reminder to all of us, and to my kids too, because they all know. And my kids are always like, oh. And now they're at the point to where it's like, I get that when you, I get that. And I'm like, well, I don't know about that one, but
I always say I'm the oldest daughter. I get first dibs. But of course, we all want those mementos and those things to share, and and those special things to hand down. And so thank you, Sandra, so much for sharing that.
I'm happy
and it just goes right along with our theme about we need to be really diligent in hand making our Christmas, because
so true.
I bet your mom bought you a few things for Christmas, but where are they? And do you even know?
Exactly.
And do you even remember?
Exactly.
I
agree.
can tell you everything that is handmade that I've ever been given, but the things that are bought, they kind of go by the wayside.
I agree, but the handmade things are the ones that I think that we all cherish a whole lot more. And so, I agree. I think we all need to do that. And so I have gradually started doing that with my kids too, giving them, some handmade Christmas gifts, or a quilt, or table runners, or whatever. And so I have started doing that. So I hope in fact, I know they do. They cherish them just as much as I cherish mine. So I know they do.
We can't ever, I know that this year I worked really hard on some Christmas gifts, but the boys kind of are.
It's
hard to do for the boys, right? It's really easy for the girls, but I'm like, I need to not leave them out, because my dad doesn't have a lot from his posterity. that he has.
I understand that.
The things he has, he cherishes so much. Like, we have a cake plate from his grandmother.
Okay.
That my mom guards with her life, and I don't think she's ever used it, but it's what my dad has. And so I think, sometimes we need to include the boys as well as the girls. It's easy to give to our daughters or to our granddaughters, because
I totally agree on that
the
one.
boys just as much.
I agree.
Mindy said that she lost her dad when she was 27, 41 years ago, and then she lost her mom in 1997, and she's been an orphan for a long time.
Yeah.
And that you don't understand that feeling. I remember when my mom was diagnosed, and my doctor, my family doctor, said, when you lose your mom, and I'm lucky that she's been a medical miracle, really.
That's awesome.
She really has, but she's lived a lot longer than they told her. But I remember her saying, when you lose your mom, you come back here, because you will not know grief until that happens.
Yes.
And so yes, my heart, my soul, my hugs, love, everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
So true. So true.
So
yeah.
I am so excited for today's project. So thank you for joining us this week, and thank you for sharing. And be sure to share in Friends of My Girlfriends, post on that page, post on Girlfriends, the things that you have been given, your special gifts, because we love to see those.
Oh yeah,
we love to share.
We always like
to see it.
To appreciate what you guys share with us, and we really like to see that stuff. So definitely post some pictures for us, because we'd love to see them.
And I can't wait to go back and read all your comments. I see them coming through, and all of you that have experienced or are experiencing or will experience that loss. Just know gosh, that's what girlfriends are for. I mean, that's why
Yes.
we're here, is that
Exactly.
we all kind of feel and
Well, we've been
support
through
each
that,
other.
and then we can support others too.
Right,
So that always
right.
helps.
So,
You're
all
right.
right. Well, I am going to send you over to join Kyle because you
Okay.
have a really fun project today that
excited.
I cannot wait. And so we will actually, you and Kyle will be right back after we watch these messages.
Give Santa the nudge to pay attention to the following dates: Thursday, November 7th, 14th, 21st, and 29th, because My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop is offering unbeatable holiday deals on sergers, sewing and embroidery, long arm quilting machines, and so much more. Tune in Thursday, November 7th to My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop Swig Night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time for a 1-hour presentation covering all you want to know about our most popular and easy-to-use models of sergers. On Thursday, November 14th at 6 p.m., we're talking about sewing and embroidery machines. Join us Thursday, November 21st at 6 p.m. We'll feature some of our amazing long arms. SWIG stands for Show and Sale with the Girlfriends. We walk you through the details of these machines so you can make an informed decision on which one will look best under your tree this year. Then on Friday the 29th at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, join us for our live Black Friday Sale Spectacular. Watch us live on Facebook or on our app. It's our most exciting live sale of the year. Click the link below for more information.
Hello, we're back again.
Hi, Kyle.
I'm Kyle. Oops, touched the mic. I'm Kyle, and this is Sandra, and we are going to talk about the Patchwork Christmas Stocking. Have you seen this?
I have, and I think it is so cute.
It's darling. They did a really nice job on the instructions.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't know anything about it, and then I just sewed it, and it was pretty darn simple.
Yeah, I think it's an easy one. That I think anybody could do it. That is for sure.
Oh, if I can do it, you can do
Oh, Kyle, quit doing that to us.
it. Okay, so what comes in your kit, if you buy a kit?
Well, let's show them the stocking.
Yeah. Okay, we'll show them. There's 2 different colorways. Oh, I've got this other behind there. 2 different colorways. We have a red, if you couldn't tell, that's red, and a green. And I got the red kit, so
Okay.
that's what I made mine up on. This is for the green kit.
I love those fabrics.
I know.
I really do.
And then
hey,
this
can
is the
I
red.
change mine to green?
No.
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 I'm really liking this, but you know,
I know I like the green.
I do too. I really like those fabrics. Those are awesome.
So this is the great thing about these. Both
Oh my gosh,
sides.
they're the same on on both sides.
So if you need all your stockings to go the same way,
oh, you can.
or you want one opposite,
That's the way to do it.
It's
Because how many of your Christmas stockings are all one-sided?
No.
And then you have 2 going one direction and another one going the other direction. You're like, oh, I don't really like the looks of that.
yeah.
You want
And
them
I
all
made them all and didn't think about it.
And if you're OCD like me, you got to have them all go in the same direction.
Me? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. All right. So this is the pattern that we're working with, and I found it pretty easy. She did step by step. What you'll need is right here in the green patch.
Okay.
And so in your kit, it comes with 2 charm packs,
So can you make 1 or 2 stockings?
more than 2.
Oh my gosh.
These
so
are
you
all the
could
extras.
actually, if you didn't want it to be reversible, you could make it, and
could
you
make
could
your
make
whole family
a whole
one.
bunch of them.
Yes.
So you could just put regular fabric on the back side of it, and the other patchwork on the front side, and then with that kit, you could make
Several.
4 or 5, maybe. I
Yes.
like it.
I know,
like
I like it. You are on my team. Genius. Genius. All right.
Okay.
So the first thing we do is we'll open up our charm pack. I'm not going to bother to open this one up because I don't want to go through that one. But these are all the different colors that are in there. I think it's 42. So
Okay.
first thing I did, which I didn't read all the instructions, and Chris is right, I don't read all the instructions before I start. And so I just took a charm pack, or a charm, and I lined them up, and this is 5 by 5. Pretend this is all the same fabric. So I just had my charm pack, and I just came and I cut directly, it's 2.5 inches, which is
That's a good-
directly in the middle.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
So you cut them into 4s. I went through and cut the whole charm pack. I guess I didn't need to. But see, I've got extras now.
Oh, well, good for you.
So I cut out everything for at least one stocking.
You can make some little ornaments with them, I'll bet
Oh,
you.
that'd be cute. Or a pillow.
Oh, yeah,
Pillow.
I like that idea.
So you're going to go through your charm pack and you're going to cut. I only cut one of the charm packs because I thought, whoa, I'm going to have a lot. So here's my second charm pack that I had not opened yet. So I'm going to put that over there. And then once you cut them into the 2.5-inch squares,
Okay.
then you're going to take your fabrics and you're just going to figure out what looks nice. I try not to put the same colors near each other, but you're just going to you're going to go up 10.
It's scrappy.
Yes, but
It's
can you
a
do scrappy? Is yours
Not
organized?
very well.
You can't just pick it out and just put it there.
No,
can you?
I cannot.
No,
I cannot.
Yeah. So all you're gonna do is I line them up 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
And this takes 5 rows of 10. So
Okay.
how many is that? You got math.
5 times 10 is 50.
Good job. Good job.
Was I quick enough on
You
that
were.
one?
I was very impressed.
Okay, cool.
So you've got 50, and you've got well over 50 or 100 on those. So what I wanted to stress on this, see, I got one upside down, is when you sew them all
Well,
together.
is there an upside down or a right side
Well,
up?
I didn't want my 2 reds together.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
That was what you mean
That's
by
my-
upside down.
that's my upside
So
down.
you made them the same. Is that what you're saying?
Right, I just did 5 rows of 10. 10
Okay.
squares.
Okay. All right,
So
we got
then
that.
I picked them up, and this is how I normally try and do it, so I remember. I've got them all out here. I got 10 or whatever. And so when I have to move them over to my...
Now you're going to chain
Sewing.
stitch those together, right?
No, I
well,
did not.
yeah. Well, why not? Why can't I pick up these 2 and stitch them and these 2 and
You
just
could.
go?
You could.
Okay, cool.
Sandra.
Good.
Sandra.
Wow. Kyle, you're making this harder than it is.
I like it. I like it. I like my way. So what I do, this is how I do it. So I
Okay.
don't get it mixed up because
Okay.
I had to unpick because I got it mixed up. I will pick up from the bottom, stack that on there. So I've got them
Okay.
in the same order that I wanted. Okay? So then I
Okay.
bring this over to my sewing machine and go ahead and show them what you mean by chaining.
Okay. All right. We can do this. I'm
With
gonna
a 1/4-inch seam.
Yes, 1/4-inch seam.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to take these 2.
Okay, here's my question. See, I can't be the teacher all the time. When you have pinked edges, where do you go in from?
You go in from the edge of the pink.
The pointed
The
edge?
pinked edge, yes.
Okay.
You go in.
Okay, that's
I learned
always-
that with the charm pack, that that's
good.
exactly what you have
Good.
to do.
Because some of
Okay.
the edges are straight, because you cut the middle.
Right.
Okay. That's what I've always wanted to ask.
Yep, you go right
Piecing
from,
makes her feel like a boss.
okay, then I'm going to take the next 2.
But then you have to make sure you get them right.
Well, they're all in a line, Kyle.
Which one is your third one?
This one.
Okay.
This one is, because it's green and it's going to go next to that white one.
Well, I kind of do.
You could put them on, you could put the one that goes next on top. Mm-hmm. But wait a minute, when you
Or
pull...
just let it go.
Exactly.
Let it go.
Thank you.
Okay, and you've got that pinked edge right on the
Right
1/4-inch
on,
seam.
exactly.
Okay, do you see how she's doing this? And if it doesn't work out and you have 2 together, we're not going to cry.
Well, excuse me.
Yep, there's 2 reds together. Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't, and it's going to make it just as cute.
Yes, yes.
I'm
Okay.
short one.
Oh,
Give me one more.
Okay,
I
here's
don't
one
care
more.
what color it is.
oh, look at you. You're so big. You're such a good girl.
Just
Okay, so
give
she's
me
sewing
one.
those together in 5 rows of 10. So then we have all of our rows.
And you've already got them done.
I've got these all sewn together.
Okay.
So what I like to do, because you could use the piecing grids.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. You know, they do
Mm-hmm.
have the easy piecing grid, and so you could lay those out. You would need the 2.5-inch one for this one. You'd
Because
lay
your
them out
squares
there.
are 2.5 inches.
Correct. And then you just lay them out there and press them down. that way, too, you could be a lot more finicky about where you put
Yes, because you're laying it all
You're
out
going to
at
lay them
once.
all out and see them all at once.
Ooh, good
Yeah.
idea.
So easy piecing grid would work really great
Really
on
good.
this
But if you don't
project.
have any, which I did not have any, so I just,
This works
so what
good.
I do is I come in my first row, I'm going to sew all my seams one way or the other. They're all going to go either up towards the top,
We're going to press it.
press it. Did
Okay.
I say so?
You did so, but I'm going to press.
So, yeah,
We're going to fake it here.
it's on, I think.
Okay.
Okay, and you press from the back or from the top?
I'm going to press it from the front.
That's what I do. And
Okay.
I pull my edge up.
Okay, so
Like-
now as I look at this one though, Kyle, this one has wording on it. So I'm
The
going to make.
wordings are going all different ways.
Okay, so it's not going to matter.
No.
Okay.
No, this is scrappy.
All right, let's go. Oh, God. You already told me that, didn't you?
No.
Okay. So I'm making sure
Yeah.
that all of my
Yep.
seams are going up.
And if they don't all go the same way, we're not going to cry. Right, Sandra?
No.
No.
We just need to make sure that the next row
Okay.
is going the opposite direction so that we can nest them
So
together.
you keep track kind of what's your top and what's your
Okay,
bottom.
So
if
that's
you're
gonna
really
go this
finicky.
way. That's going to go that way.
So you're going to
I'm-
press from,
I'm gonna go this
turn it
direction.
around. So she
Okay.
put her top at the bottom and starting from there. So her seams will go the other way.
But I'm pressing them all the same, the
Right. Mm-hmm.
same as I did this other one, but yet my top block is at the bottom.
Right. And we'll show you more what we mean on that. But I think this is a real good technique of how to nest your seams because that makes a big difference.
Well, you
Well,
want them to match.
Most of the time.
Whoever made this sample.
I don't know.
We're going to have to go back and give them a lesson,
A
Kyle.
lesson. Yeah, I think so. All right, so we've got
Okay.
2 rows. And this is going to give you the whole idea of what we're talking about. This was your second one.
That was
And
my
this-
first one, and that
This
goes
is
at
the
the
first
bottom.
one. And this is your second one. Okay, so here we are, and we'll lay all 5 rows out. You see how this, all of those, the seam is pressed to the top. Now, magic. She has now pressed all these seams to the bottom. So when we go to line these up, I can take and I can, oops, am I too far forward? I can come here and I can feel with my fingers.
Yeah.
See how flat that is? If I didn't have it that way, I could have them off. You know, just a few threads make a difference.
Oh, you bet it
but you
does.
can see, you can feel the difference. So you're just going to try and nest those, and this is I don't pin. Do
You don't pin?
No.
Depends.
Yes.
Yeah,
On this, since
sometimes
I'm
I do
nesting,
pin, and sometimes I don't. So
yes.
yeah.
This one they're nesting, so that's really great, and I go fairly slow.
Now, when you just have 2 that nest together, you do okay. But when you've got several that are
Yes.
nesting, that's when I pin.
Whatever you're the most comfortable with.
Exactly.
Yep. You get
Yeah,
to do
you can
whatever you
either
want.
pin or you can use clips. Those work too.
Okay, so then we're going to nest those. She's going to sew those.
Oh, I gotta do this
Yep,
right.
Yep. The pressure's on you.
Oh, I guess it is. You did this for a reason, didn't you, Kyle?
I didn't have to sew today.
Okay, works. Is there a stiletto under there?
Oh.
You know what I like to use to make sure that the stiletto by Annie should be in that drawer somewhere. Ah, this right here
I had to buy a new one because I
is
couldn't find mine.
my partner when I'm doing any kind of piecing.
That's a good idea.
Because then
Why is that? Why is it that one?
because then I can make sure that my seams are nested and they don't
And
get.
it's a little rough, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it
Yeah,
grabs the
it'll
fabric.
grab that fabric, and I can just take that and make sure that
And your fingers
feeds.
aren't in the way. You don't,
See
you
how
don't
I
sew
just
your nails.
pulled this up underneath there like that? And then my seam's off a little bit, Kyle, sorry.
Oh, dear. Dear, I just don't know about that, Sandra.
So see, I can kind of make sure that that stays underneath there. So I lift that up, make sure
If you-
that's nested
If you've
well.
ever not sewn with a stiletto, try it sometime. Yeah.
Exactly. These
It's
are
life-changing.
exactly life-changing is exactly
'Cause
right.
if you try to get your finger that close, you run into troubles.
Okay, this one is.
See? And we could tell that it wasn't matching up
'Cause
quite,
it-
so we just
I just tugged
made
it a little bit.
Made it work.
I'm just gonna tug that one. Oh man, I didn't get that one pressed.
Well, we're done with that. That's okay.
Okay. All right. I'm almost done.
Okay.
I'll quickly. I just had to reach under there and pull it the right direction. Okay, that one's good. I'm not going to guarantee anything on this, ladies. That's what happens when you're under pressure.
Yes,
No, I'm kidding.
absolutely.
There we go.
Absolutely. I think this was a big part of what I wanted to teach today because it really does make a difference.
All right.
You don't have to do it that way, but try it because it makes a world of difference.
Oh
when
my
you put-
gosh, how did I do?
See?
it's
Oh my gosh, look at that. That is amazing.
Did I do well?
You did.
Awesome.
You get a sticker,
Okay, cool.
a star sticker.
I love stickers.
Okay, so then we come and we've got our 5 rows. Pretend these are the 5 by 10 rows. And in our pattern, we have the stocking
Template.
template.
Oh,
you
cool.
have to tape them together and it tells you how to line them up,
Okay.
that gray area. So I just taped those together and then I came, before you do anything, before you cut it, if you want it quilted, this is when you're going to quilt the outside of your stocking.
Okay, so you quilted it
before you cut it.
it. Okay.
Before you cut
Why?
it. Because you want to get all the edges.
No,
You-
no.
you
Why
try-
else?
I don't know.
Doesn't it shrink?
Oh, it shrinks, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a quilter. Yeah,
Well, I know you are.
Yes. So
Wait a minute.
do that because once you cut it out,
It
it's
will
cut.
shrink up a little bit. Now, if you're going to quilt it, are you going to put batting on the back side of it?
Yes, that's what we're doing. So
Okay.
you'll have to get some batting,
Okay.
and you will cut it about the same time. I do it the same time I cut out my top.
So you take your 10 by 5 pieces, you press them well.
Right.
Then you
Yes.
put your batting on the back side of it. You're
And
going to
then-
maybe use a little bit of 505 spray, maybe?
You could.
Okay.
Yeah.
To make sure that your batting and your fabric
All
sticks
stay
together.
together. Or you could use pins.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you're going to take this and put this wrong side down onto your batting.
Okay.
Okay? Because you're going to quilt this.
Okay.
Your whole square.
Clear blue tiles.
Clear blue tiles. That's what they
Free
did on
motion
these.
yourself on
Yes.
your long arm.
Yes, you
Oh
could.
my gosh, lots of options.
I want you to know I did clear
Or
blue
even-
tiles 2 days in a row this week.
Or even on your sewing machine.
Yes. Yes.
Clear blue tiles are awesome, aren't
They
they?
are. They
I
are.
love clear blue
Okay,
tiles.
here's another thing that you really need to pay attention. You are cutting both sides.
Oh, you have
so
to
you
make
have
them-
to. So I put this down. Here, we'll go on this one. I put that with the pattern right side up, and I cut around it. But I don't want both of mine going the same way.
No.
So you're going to flip this to the wrong side up,
Okay.
because otherwise, your
When you
stockings.
sew them together,
Oh,
your
please
stocking,
go right. Please go right. Yes.
It's going to be right.
Yes. So then you've got your front and your back.
So, Kyle, what about, I noticed that there's some toes on there.
There are. And
Okay.
I'm quilting the toes. I mean, I'm sewing the toes on after you
After
quilt.
you quilt it. Okay.
After. You have
Okay.
not done your lining at
Perfect.
all because you're going to get the tops quilted. So after it's quilted and I've cut it out to the shape I want, then there is a toe pattern, and it is
A toe
inside
and a heel.
So they are right in the stocking area. So
Okay.
I took and I traced them because I didn't want to cut those out.
And did you use your Caterpillar?
Yes.
Oh, okay, go.
Of course. And
You're
on
right.
these, you're going to put some Heat and Bond light onto
Or Kimberbell has the peel and stick.
Oh,
Remember when we
yes.
used that?
Yes. Okay, one
So
thing.
either one of
The
those.
toe.
Heat and bond, peel and
Do
stick.
you see the
steam
shape
machine.
of the toe? So what I do is I just make sure I've got it going the right way. And so then I'll put my, oh yeah, I'm not good at the centering. So then
I'll
I
keep
will
you on
put-
track
Thank you, thank you. You're the best. Okay. Nope. Okay. So my heat and bond
is on the back of
on
your-
that. So
and
I put it
that's-
on there so I knew where it was. So then
Is
I
that
will.
fabric or is that felt?
This is felt, and you have drawn the pattern onto this forward and backwards.
Okay,
Okay? Because they're going to have a toe and a heel on both sides.
okay,
Okay?
okay.
So then, after you've quilted it, then you, before you sew them together, you're going to put your toe, I can't ever figure out which way I'm doing. Toe and a heel. I had a heel somewhere. Let's see.
Oh, but that's it.
Yep. I don't even know what that says. Can't read my own writing. Okay, so once it's quilted, then you can come and you can applique these on.
Okay.
Whatever you want to
You
do.
could use a zigzag stitch, you could use your
Blanket
blanket
stitch.
stitch, you could use a decorative stitch, you could
straight
use a
stitch.
straight stitch, you could use
Anything you want. So
any of
then
them.
your outside
Perfect.
is all ready to go.
Okay,
So then, okay. And then, so this is the way it's going, and there's your other part, okay? Oh, I already put that on there. Okay, so you've got these all quilted, you've got your toes and your heels on. So now you're going to come and you're going to grab your lining.
okay, so it's the same pattern
Same
as
pattern.
as obviously as the other parts.
And remember to reverse it,
Okay,
okay? Because you want this to go on here, and then the other one will go on this
Okay.
one. Okay, and then the next thing you do, if I remember, and you come and you stitch your lining to the top of your stocking, okay?
okay.
Both of them, both sides.
This is the part that I was questioning when I was reading the instructions. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
perfect, thank
So
you.
then you're going to do that, and then here's your other lining and your other stocking. You're going to do the same thing. So this is all sewn together, that one's all sewn together. So then you're going to line them up on top of each other.
Okay,
Your outside ones, wait a minute, what did I do?
you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, so they're sewn together. So you're going to come around, you're going to sew all the way around, but you're going to leave an opening.
Would you leave an opening on the outside or the inside?
On the inside, you're
I
right.
think
You're
so.
right. On the inside.
I think so.
And you want to make it big enough.
Yes, because you've got a little bit of fabric here, so you
You do.
leave an opening, right? Mm-hmm. Here, let's
And
let's
on the
pull this over here
instructions,
so we
on the
can-
instructions, they say to leave the opening on the straight side. That's more
I
the
think-
straight side than the other one.
Yes,
So
you
yes,
want to leave it about right here, and I'd probably leave a good
3 to 4 inches. Yes.
Yeah.
Because this has batting in it. Remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got those sewn together.
Then you're going to turn it.
Then you're going to turn it right side out. Let me turn this.
Oh, but wait, you have a holder.
I
What
know.
about your
We gotta
handle?
put the handle on. Oh, I forgot to tell you about that. So I sewed this one all together, and okay, I cut up all of my charm pack.
Oh, but you're
So-
supposed to use one piece of your charm pack.
piece of your charm pack.
That's okay. This works
I
perfect.
just used the lining fabric, so it
I
worked.
think that will work just
And
great.
I think it was a 3-inch by 5-inch,
Hey,
2.5, and you're going to fold it in half, right or wrong sides together. Press that, finger press it, or iron it.
bring it right over here a
Oh,
little
yes,
bit. there.
me and my things. Okay, so then we got the center seam, so then we're bringing in our side ones and pressing those, and then you've got your fold there. So then you're going to take this over to your machine, and you're going to sew
Stitch
on
down both sides.
either side.
Just
okay?
an eighth of an inch, quarter of an inch away from the
And
edge.
you don't have to worry about stitching the ends because
No.
they are going inside.
Inside this part.
Oh, yeah, you've got to have that on before you sew your lining. Sorry about that, I forgot that one. And go down 2-3 inches to get that in there, okay?
So I
All-
think the instructions tell you to go down so far, and then you put it into your lining side.
Right, lining side.
Because then when you flip this, it comes out on the outside
And make
like
sure
that.
it's on the straight edge, not the
Okay.
toe edge, because you don't want them hanging like this, okay?
Oh gosh.
Been there, done that. Okay?
You'll
So-
be using Jack the Ripper.
He's my friend, really close friend. So then,
Okay, here, you
we're going to
take
have
this.
Lisa come and talk to us about transferring in. So you put a name on
I
this.
could put a name on this.
You can put a name on it. You could hand sew it.
Could I use my own handwriting and do it?
That would be so awesome. Or if you're doing
Or-
it for your kids, have them write their name.
Oh, that would be great
Wouldn't
too.
it be cute? Cute. So
Sometimes you can't read my boy's handwriting,
mine either.
but that's okay.
But remember, when you go to do this, it's going to fold down. So you've got to have it right. This has to be the bottom of
Okay.
your lettering, okay?
So
your
we're
word.
going to mark it a little bit, aren't
Yep,
we?
Yep. So we're
Okay,
going to know that
okay.
that's the bottom. So when Lisa goes to work with this, I might even put the name on before I sew it together, because I think it would be hard.
I think that would probably be the better way to do it, is definitely to put your name on before.
Before, if you're doing it with an embroidery machine and stuff, because that's going to be hard to move all the
you know,
things.
if you don't have an embroidery machine, you could definitely do it by hand. Or you could even cut out the letters and applique it on there.
Oh, you could. That'd be cute.
There's so many options.
So many options.
So many options that you could use. So yeah.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions about that? Oh, right. In glue and cover with glitter.
I've seen some of those people that you use your Elmer's glue and you write it out on like a piece of plastic or wax paper works.
Yes.
And let it dry.
Come it up.
Put a little bit of glue over the top of it, let it dry, shake it off, and then there you go.
Yes,
Yeah,
that would
glitter.
be really fun. Or you could use the Kimberbell glitter sheets.
Yes, you could.
And cut them out.
You could.
Yes.
So many options.
So
Thank you, Kyle.
there is that. I hope that
you.
we did not screw you up too much. But
I
these were
think
really
you did
fast.
awesome.
Really fast. And there's enough lining in there for you to do the two again.
So you could obviously do 2 stockings if you made them double-sided. If you wanted to do them one-sided, you could definitely, you'd have to have a little bit different fabric, but you could make one side the other. Or felt.
Yeah,
Or you
felt.
could use felt.
And this is what I had left over, doing this and cutting all the other strips. I had all of this left from one charm pack.
So you're going to go make some more,
I'm going to
aren't
make some
you?
more.
Good for you, girl. Hey.
All right. Make a stocking for a grandson.
And I think you could decorate them up a little bit and put a snowflake on it or whatever.
Oh, really, darling.
So many fun things that
Really,
you could do
darling.
with these. But that right there would make it your Christmas gift that you could give to your
Homemade.
grandkids.
Handmade.
Homemade. And they would cherish it
They
for
would.
a very long time. My husband has one that his grandmother crocheted.
Oh, all of
and
my
we
kids have
still
special
put that
ones.
up. So yeah.
They're all different,
Yes.
but they each have a handmade one for me.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
So fun, so fun.
All right.
Okay, Kyle.
Okay, so we will come back after a few minutes, and let's go to thing number 3.
And Lisa's going to give us a
Oh,
demonstration.
Lisa. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so glad to have the video.
Yes.
Last week on 3 Things at 3, we showcased a wonderful mix of projects for your home, and we reported on our recent visit to the International Quilt Festival in Houston, Texas. We also talked about our sewing mentors, all the Phils.
Mom, thanks for the inspiration.
Jackie showed us how to make these amazing one-block wonders, and Chris shared the perfect ruler for making curves easier than ever before. Watch 3 at 3 live every Monday through Thursday at 3 p.m. Mountain Time.
And you have all your fingers, so it was the perfect gift.
Or watch it on demand via Facebook or YouTube by clicking the links below. Come and spend some time with your girlfriends during 3 Things at 3, where we always have something to make you smile, something to learn, and something to discover. Let's go.
Welcome back. We are quick change artists today. So I'm
are.
Allison, this is Lisa. We are not Kyle and Sandra, but we have taken their spots here because we are going to learn something so fun and something that is so useful, especially on these stockings, but on anything. And it's something I don't know a lot about, Lisa. And I know we need to teach. And so I think a lot of us will agree. If you have a baby lock or any other machine that you are using, IQ Designer, or you want to transfer something into your machine, it scares me. I mean, it seriously scares me, and I have been resisting learning. So, Lisa, you are going to walk us through how fun it would be to import a name to put on the top of that stocking.
Yep.
And if we could do it in somebody else's handwriting, our own handwriting, or maybe you just have a really fun design that you want to import and put on there. So what you brought to me today is you have brought a stocking that we have put the name Abby on the top of this. Tell me a little bit about this, Lisa.
Oh, it was fun.
Okay.
Yep.
Who is
And
Abby?
Abby is our filmer.
Okay, so she made this for Abby, who actually,
actually
is behind
Abby
the
wrote her
scenes,
name.
and this is Abby's own handwriting. So, all right, everybody ready to take notes, because Lisa's going to go through how easy it is to get this into your machine so that you can use your embroidery feature and stitch this out. Now, they gave you some really great tips on if you don't have this feature, if you just don't want to, but Lisa, take it away.
Okay, what I'm going to suggest is to put, if you make a stocking, like they said at the very end, put the name on it before you assemble
Before
it
you
together.
assemble a stocking.
It's much,
Okay.
much easier.
Yes, and keep in mind the direction, because
Yes.
you know, when you fold this down, see how you fold this down? If you would have put the name going the right way, it would be upside down. So you
Yes.
want to keep in mind the direction.
Yep,
Okay.
that's for sure.
All right, so the very first thing, do it before you assemble your stocking.
Yes.
Okay,
for
what's
sure.
next?
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to IQ Designer.
Okay, so let's give them just a second to get
Okay.
the picture. Okay, we've got the screen up.
The screen up, okay, and we are on the Baby Lock
Altair.
2 machine.
Right.
And what I've done here is I have wrote my name
Okay,
on this paper.
So Lisa has written her name on this paper. I'm going to hold this up, and I don't know if you can see this. Let's put it right here next to the stocking. So Lisa has written her name right on this paper.
Okay.
Okay.
So I know there are times where people we have this, the hoops that come with this machine.
Right.
They have these identification, the
Okay.
markings on our
All right.
hoop.
So I'm going to put
Okay?
this right here so that we can show that, so that you can see these identifications right here on the hoop. It's got your lines down the side.
And sometimes people don't understand really what those are. So there's a couple of different ways you can bring this in. So I decided that I'm going to do it this way today,
Okay.
so people can kind of really understand what
These markings
those
mean.
markers are.
Okay.
Markers
Perfect.
are. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So what I've done is I brought this up on IQ Design onto my screen, and when you bring something in, it always comes in as a satin stitch.
Okay.
Okay. So what I like to do is I like to in the very first.
Your column.
Yeah, very first column it has like the little pencil. I always like to touch the bucket. I'm going to call it a bucket, and then the little piece of paper here. I kind of call it the recipe card because it brings up what your lines will do for you.
Okay.
And I'm going to select the triple stitch, and we call that the bean stitch.
Okay.
And then I'm going to press OK.
So if you just wanted a satin stitch, that's your default.
Yes.
But if you want a different stitch, I'm repeating this to myself.
Yes.
Just bear with me,
Yep,
because I'm
you're
trying
good.
to
You're
learn.
good.
So if I want it, what I'm going to do is under IQ Designer, I'm going to hit in the very first column.
Yep.
There's a bucket. I'm going to hit that, and then right underneath that, there is a recipe card or a piece of paper. And then that's where I can look at my stitches and see what I'm going to choose.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay. So then we have an app. It's called IQ Intuition app.
And you can just find that anywhere your apps are sold.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. And she has her phone with her.
And I've got my phone, and I have connected my machine to the same internet that I'm
Okay.
on.
All right.
Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select my IQ Intuition app.
Okay, so we're going to bring this over here. So
Okay.
she's got this. We're going to let them come a little bit closer, because you're going to select your IQ Intuition, and this is what the screen looks like.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to select the photo frame creating design.
Okay, so photo frame for creating design is what it says, and it has a little camera on it. Okay.
Okay, and so what we're going to do now, and then we're going to, it comes up and says, hold your smart device parallel to the embroidery frame, and then we're going to press OK. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold that up, and it's going to count down. Oops, you got to.
And it takes the picture.
Okay, let's look here. There we go. Kind of does a little countdown, and then it's going to come here and it says, send to machine.
Okay.
So we're going to send
So
it
it
to
just
the
walks you
machine.
through this. Oh my gosh, I can do this. I mean, it says, hold up, take the picture, send to machine. Okay.
And then we're going to press OK. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here.
Oh, it's like magic.
Okay. Now this is a line design, right?
Right.
So we're going to come over here and we're going to select line design.
Okay.
And then we're going to select the Wi-Fi because that's how we brought it over.
Okay.
And then it's going to be the very, you can tell how many times we've done this, right?
Yep.
So it's going to be the very top one,
okay.
and it takes a minute. And look, there's my name.
Seriously.
And I'm gonna press set.
And then we can just embroider. We all
Yep.
know how to hoop and we all know how to embroider.
Yep.
What?
Yep. And then if you needed to, you could just crop things out. Oops, to-do.
Lisa, that's so easy.
It is easy, isn't it?
Yes, that is so easy. Now, Liz wants to know, can you use IQ Intuition on a Janome?
No.
No,
Nope,
it's for a baby lock.
app.
Yeah,
Yep,
so
it's a
we
baby lock
wanted
app.
to do. But that does not mean that Janome doesn't have its own app.
They
And it's
do
very
have
similar.
and I know they do
Brother
have
has
their
its
own,
own
yep.
app. Bernina has its own app, but it
Yes.
is very similar.
Yes.
But that is the coolest feature.
And and it's pretty simple. And I know that a lot of people don't usually use the hoops with and I just decided today that's how I was going to
How you were going to do it.
so people could learn how easy it is.
Okay, Lisa, thank you for coming
You're
on.
welcome.
I appreciate
Happy to-
that so much. We are going to try to do a little bit more IQ Designer. Lisa and I
Yes,
have
we
been
are.
working together.
Yes, we
have
are.
IQ Designer classes coming up, and we are going to try to do short videos because I don't know about you guys. I wouldn't consider myself completely computer illiterate, but it just scares me. So we're just going to try to do this just a little bit more often, and we'll get those out there. But if you have any questions, we're more than happy to answer your questions.
Yes.
Well, do you know what I love more than learning about that, Lisa?
What's that?
Giving away prizes.
Oh, wonderful.
And you get to be the giveaway person with me. So I have
wonderful.
right here in my hand
Oh,
the
good.
2 winners of a punch needle kit from Monday's
Really?
show. Yes.
Oh my word, that's
yes.
awesome.
So, okay. So our 2 winners today, our first one that liked and shared when we talked about punch needle on Monday
okay.
are Ellen Harkness.
Oh, good.
Ellen, yay!
Yay!
Oh, let's
Woohoo!
see if I can get something coming up. I don't know. Nope,
Nope.
I didn't give Abby the heads up. So you just get that. And my next one is Sherry Missile, Missal. Sherry, you and Ellen have each won a Kimberbell punch needle.
Oh, that's awesome.
We will get those sent out to you. If you want to send wherever you want to send those to, you can send it to info@mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com. If not, if you've placed an order with us before, if you haven't placed an order, let us know where to send those. If you've placed an order before, we will just get those sent out. But the 2 punch needles headed your way. Thank you so much
that's
for
awesome.
watching us on Monday, liking and sharing. And thank you so much, Lisa, for joining me
All
with
right, well,
IQ
thank
Designer.
you.
I mean, that's
It's
so
been
fun.
fun.
And thank you for Kyle and Sandra for
Yes.
that really, really fun project. Just a few reminders is we do have Swig tonight at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Chris and I will be talking all about embroidery machines. And so the IQ Designer is one of those things that if you're like, ooh, I've got to have that, and maybe you don't have that on your machine, maybe it's time.
It's
we have
lots
some
of fun.
fantastic prizes. And then another reminder, please sign up for Demo December. It's coming up on December 2nd, and that also will be really, really fun. And I know that Sandra and Fern will be doing the virtual demos on that. Lisa, you will be doing it in store.
store,
So
yes.
anybody wants to sign up in store and do it in person, they just need to call the store.
Yes, they do. Yes.
So we're really excited about that. Those of you that signed up yesterday and maybe were charged shipping, we had a little bit of a glitch that has been refunded to you and fixed. So sign up for Demo December. You just have to sign up for 1 slot. And so many fun things coming. But I hope to see all of you tonight. Let me remind you, they are giving away not 1, not 2, but 3 $100 gift cards just for joining the show, watching the show, liking and sharing, and we will try to keep it to an hour. So
Can we join?
you can join,
And
but
get
I
the-
don't know if you can win.
Oh,
But
darn. Oh,
Lisa,
well, that's
maybe
okay.
if you sign in like under Maleficent Brown or something like
yeah,
that,
maybe so.
then maybe
Okay,
they
there you
won't
go.
know, you know.
That's all right.
Yeah, but sign in and watch because
yeah,
there's
for
so
sure. Yeah.
many fun things.
All right.
All right, that is our show today. Thank you for joining us. Have a really great weekend. We'll see you next week. Be sure to sign in next week because we have a fun show next week as well. And sign tonight and then tomorrow, comment sold. So,
Rock on.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you guys later.